Alright, I'm gonna do my best to make a semi-serious video. Not completely. So here we are, top of 2018. I don't know if I would call this a New Year's resolution. I don't like the idea of limiting the improvement of oneself to a certain time of the year. I mean, I have heard that only 8% of people who start a New Year's resolution stick it out. But if I'm being honest, that actually sounds really high. And so in that vein, I've decided to start it on January 2nd. What I want to do here is basically start letting these videos out once every weekday. You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, everyone's favorite days of the week. I don't know how long. I don't know if I'm going to try to do a year. I really haven't thought that far out yet. I just wanted to start. I just wanted to start this and see where it goes. But basically, it's just going to be regarding my involvement with the creative process, and maybe even just whoever's around me at the time that I do this. They can come in too, and just a couple minutes each weekday, just a couple minutes. But basically, what this is about is what the last few years have been, and what I need 2018 to be. So I'm gonna jump back a few years to 2014. I don't really do metaphors, but well, here we go. 2014 was like a really dark forest that I would get close to getting out of, and then it would just fold in on itself to keep me inside, ensuring that I would never get out from the thorns and the dark and animals with glowing eyes staring at me with sheer hostility. That's really what 2014 was for me. But it got better toward the end, got a little brighter, some good friends came into my life. That's when my friendship with Patrick really started to blossom. 2015 was better. It had a good start, but then it was just kind of a drag from, like, I don't know, February or March. Oh, also in 2015, I got to go to New York and work on a project. It's a music video up there that I'm super proud to have been a part of, and my team was awesome. We still stay in touch sometimes. And while we were up there, they gave us a camera, the one I'm shooting on right now, actually. I think I've criminally underused this camera. It's made for bloggers and vloggers and all that stuff. I mean, the screen flips upside down so you can see it while you're filming, so that all of us vain, self-centered actors can look at ourselves and talk to ourselves. 2016 was my most heads and tails year. It had my most, probably between the first half and second half, biggest margin of quality. And the first half was the worst half. If I could give it a word, that word would be Kafka-esque. And I know some of you are just like, yeah, that is a $10 word. And some others of you are saying, oh, I heard that word on Breaking Bad once. That's right, you did. Great show. Yeah, the first half of 2016 was honestly just kind of a nightmare. And not just for me, for a lot of people that I care about, which made it more of a nightmare for me, honestly. But the second half of 2016 was way better. Holy moly. I got to sing on stage with my favorite band. I started doing theater again. I guess that brings me to 2017, which was the first year in the last few years that it would be the easiest to say it was not outright terrible. I can honestly say that the highlight was seeing my friend James after 7 years and playing old GameCube games from 2001. And the low light was seeing Transformers 5. It was terrible. Don't watch it. It's not good. I wanted to start making videos basically about not just the things I make, but the process that goes into making them. Not a behind the scenes, not a making of. Honestly, just as boring as this sounds, but I won't make it boring. Just the daily grind. Being a creative person is hard. Your imagination runs wild. You have different ideas all the time. And it probably doesn't help too much that on a very physical level, my brain works differently than normal people's. So it can be really hard for me to just like settle and bunker down on ideas. I'll give an example. August 2012. Another not so great year. In August, though, I had an idea for a story, and it came to mean a lot to me, relatively fast. And over the years, there were different changes, this and that would just get shuffled around. New characters would come up. I might have certain people live that wouldn't before, certain people die that wouldn't before. And then for like a year or so, I just didn't touch this story. I just didn't touch it for one reason or another, usually for personal reasons. For creative types, creativity is personal, so if something happens to us that is personal, our creativity suffers. So I'll be chronicling just the creative process of me going through and getting something written and done and out there. And on top of that, we're starting to create our own stuff here in the house that we're having a blast making. But being creative is hard. There's a bunch of times where we're on set, we get stumped and we just stand there and stare at each other until one of us has an epiphany. And the idea is to eventually get so busy. The goal of these videos is that I'm not really able to do them anymore. if that's possible, because today's probably going to be one of the heaviest ones I do. The other ones are going to be light and fast and a simple setup. Nothing super complicated, because if I wanted to get super complicated, I could do something like this. My good camera, my good microphone attached to it. I got a monitor over here to make sure everything doesn't look like total garbage. I have the sun kind of coming through my window right now, so it doesn't look great. But the good camera, the nice backdrop, the good microphone, I don't want to do that all the time. I mean, it's for work, it's good, it's fantastic. The setup I'm looking at right now has been my income for the last 18 or 19 months, and it's done a great job. It's been everything I need and sometimes more. If all I'm doing is talking about the creative process and the struggles of that, and some of it might even just be funny little, like, everything was busy, nothing happened today. This isn't necessary. This isn't needed to get that across. It's really not. It's great, but it's not necessary. All I really need to do that is this. I mean, this is fine. I love this. I don't need this. This can come down. This is, I mean, it's great. I love it. I use it for work all the time. But it can go. Because, I mean, that's cool. It's neat. I'm going to stop this camera over here. It's neat. It looks clean. It's organized. It's like, oh, yeah, that's good. Show off what you can do. But who I am is not limited to what I can do. Let me show you a little bit of who I am right now. Who I am? I'm a little disorganized. We just had Christmas. I got Nerf darts. I got 400 Nerf darts for Christmas because I keep buying Nerf guns at Goodwill. I have my monitor here that's hooked up to this camera. I have all my Christmas gifts on the floor, candy, suitcases, this laptop bag, this VCR DVD player combo, because I don't know, I guess I should keep a VCR on standby. I was a 90s kid. Jacket on my bed, my night guard up there with headphones, my flip phone, because I don't even have a smartphone yet. I'm disorganized. I got files on my computer from the last 2 years that I haven't allocated to the right place. It's a wreck. I'm a mess. I feel like I don't have time as it is, but you know what? I do. I do have time. And that's why I'm making this, because I want to get so busy with the things that I actually want to do that this just becomes hard. A really hard, difficult thing to do. That's all there. I got a bunch of stuff up there that I still got to organize too. It's a wreck. It's a mess. And a good part of my day will probably be dedicated to putting it all back together. I mean, there's 400 Nerf darts on my bed. So what's coming up? What are we doing next? We already have our idea set for the next video about the going-ons in the house. So today, I might not get much done on a creative level because I gotta put my whole room back together. It's a complete unmitigated disaster. Top of 2018, feeling motivated, let's get it done. First thing I gotta do, redo the house chore list. Pretty conventional, pretty standard stuff, not that exciting at all. Pretty boring. That's really boring. I should go to the gym, but everyone's having their New Year's resolutions, so everyone's gonna be there. All the equipment's gonna be gross and sweaty. I won't be able to get a grip on anything, and I won't be able to build my muscle. So maybe I don't do the gym today. Maybe in like, I don't know, a month. And then the final thing I need to do is finish this